Now, welcome back to the show. Lego. Has there ever been a better toy? Well, our next guests love Lego so much that they launched Ireland's biggest ever Lego convention last year. And it's back this weekend. So please welcome Paul and Euan Derek to tell us all about it. Hi, guys. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, thanks. You have to tell me everything there is to know about Lego, and we're going to try and condense it into 10 minutes, how much you just love it. What is it about it, Paul, that you love so much?
It's the playability of it, and it's something that the whole family can do. It's not just a child's toy, it's something for everybody.
And Euan, do you love Lego?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's your favourite Lego that you've ever built?
Mario.
Mario. And did it take you a long time to build Mario?
Oh, I built it on my iPad.
Wow. Oh, you built him an iPad and everything? Mario is very modern.
Lego
Mario is very popular.
He is very popular. Now, these pieces are just absolutely incredible, Paul. Please talk me through some of them. What do we have right here?
OK, so this is a section of a display of ancient Egypt that we're going to be bringing to Dublin Brick Con at the weekend. This is probably about 1/10 of the size of it. This thing is massive.
A tenth?
So, a tenth of the size of it. So
are you working off pictures, or how is it in your mind? Like, I'm like, how do you build something like this? And this is only a tenth of it. That's mad to me.
We just start. You and who built the pyramids?
You, me and Kieran.
And how long did it take us?
A long time.
What's a long time? Are we talking weeks, months?
So we chip away at it, and it's just that they see stuff in books, they see stuff from school. They knew all about the ramps and the blocks being brought up, and this is kind of like what's in their head more than mine, and this is what they produce. And
do you have any idea how many pieces are even in this?
I wouldn't begin to tell you.
No.
I'd say upwards of probably about 250,000 pieces. It's just vast.
And if this is a tenth of this, do you like have a special garage in your house that's just dedicated to Lego?
The garage is not for cars, it's for Legos. But the thing with the boys is they just keep building and building and building. So the more Lego we put in front of them, the more they keep building. And it's just using the Lego in ways that my brain can't comprehend. So these are Lego clouds that go in the sky, but to Euan and Kieran, they are sheepskins. They're the fleece of sheep.
Wow.
So it's so diverse the way that they use it, and it challenges part of their brains that they see things that perhaps we can't as adults.
It's so creative. It allows them to use their imagination, allows them to express themselves.
Yeah, and it does, and it's a safe toy as well. You know, the temptation is for computers, phones, iPads. We try and steer away from that, because you know this is just so immersive and it's creative, and it gets them using their hands and their brain. And they sit for hours, like hours and hours and hours. And you know, early in the morning, sort of 6:30, 7 o'clock, you'll hear the Lego boxes going upstairs, and the boys will be sat there playing with Lego
all day. Would you rather stay at home every day, Euan, and play Lego rather than go to school?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I would have been the exact same, although I was never good at Lego, to be fair. Paul, when you get into Lego to the level that you guys, your whole family, Kieran, your older brother as well, are into Lego, is it something that you instilled in them, or is it something that the boys came across themselves that they loved, or how did it all come about in your family?
So it was a bit of both, really. Kieran and his older brother, Kieran, they're both autistic, and Lego was really a medium for them. And I would have always played with Lego as a child, and then sort of growing up, I left it alone, but then got back into it, you know, when the boys were born, just to occupy myself. And as soon as they were able to play with Lego, they did. Kieran especially. Kieran was not really into much, and then Lego was the key to him, and he's followed suit. So Lego is their whole world.
And a lovely thing for you all to bond over as well, isn't it?
It is. It's a family thing, and it's a nice thing that we can do, and it's, you know, it's something that you don't have to be good at. You could just have to sit there and build, and no matter what you build, it's great, it's creative, it's an expression of you, and this is an expression of what goes on in their minds, and it's fabulous.
I just can't get over it that this is only a chunk, and we've so many other bits, like we've the portraits here that I won't go to, but I mean, these are something else. Like, the likeness is uncanny, although Daithí says I'm the head off Terry Prone in this, but I'm taking that as a compliment because we love Terry on this show. But I was like, fair play. Like, it's just, how do you do that? So
the two portraits were built by Dave and Yarrick, and they're in Brickcon with me, and I think it took them about 9 hours to build them.
Is that all?
When you say it all, when you're building pieces into a board.
But I would have thought, if you told me that took 4 weeks, I'd be like, fair enough.
Yeah, it did take 4 weeks.
Okay, so the 9 hours spread out over time. I get you. So tell me a little bit about Dublin Brick Con, because people mightn't be aware of it, and I know so many people will be fascinated that there's this Lego convention that they can go to, because so many people like you love Lego.
Yep, so Dublin Brick Con was born out of a conversation between myself, Dave and Yarrick, where we wanted to run a commercial event, but for me, I wanted to run an event where I could use the skills of Kieran and Euan, because there's not a huge amount out there for people with neurodiverse issues that's inclusive in my...
Okay.
You know, so
That's sad, actually, isn't it, do you think?
It is. There's just not a huge amount of services out there. So we came on board and came up with the idea of having a big Lego show. And we looked at it to see if it could be commercially viable, which it could be. But then we said, well, let's see if we can support charities. So our charity partner is ASD Ireland, which is a Limerick-based autism charity.
Incredible.
And my ultimate aim is to give full-time employment to the boys as the BrickCon grows.
Wow.
So this is our second year of running it.
And it was a huge success, I believe, last year.
Well, last year we hoped sort of we'd get 1,000 people, and I think we were looking at somewhere in the region of 5,000 people came.
Wow.
On the days on Saturday and Sunday. We were blown away by people's interest in it. But what amazed us was the people that contacted us after the show and said they'd never felt more relaxed, more at home with people, because they said we'd had stories of some people that had been to Lego events and they'd been asked to leave because their autistic children were too loud or too rowdy. And we were like...
That shouldn't happen anywhere, regardless.
No, it shouldn't do. So we're all about inclusivity. You know, we want people to come. We want people, no matter how loud, children or adults are, whatever their skills are.
You just be yourself.
And you'll be in absolutely great company. And we have people that help us volunteer with the show. Again, we have people with physical disabilities. We have neurodiverse people that help us. We have neurodiverse builders. So it's all about inclusivity, whilst making a show that can be a success. And so far so good. We're pretty much nearly there with ticket sales for this weekend.
Wow.
The demand is massive. So
Euan, you're going to be very busy next weekend. Are you looking forward to BrickCon?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. What's the best bit of BrickCon for you? Do you build when you go there, or are you just telling everybody about all your pieces?
Build.
You build as well and everything. So are you going to build a special piece next weekend? Is it a secret?
We've got a big Mario set for him.
Oh, do you? Fabulous. So he'll just keep himself busy with that.
He will. When he goes there again, it's like he transforms. Kieran will sit there. Kieran and Euan will sit there. They'll say nothing.
Yes.
Give them Lego, and it's like they just
gone.
Yeah, they completely awaken into a completely different
I'd love
dimension.
if I had a hobby like that where I just could immerse myself in it and get lost in it.
Yeah.
I need to take a leaf out of your book, Euan, that's for sure. And when it comes to other pieces, we've got even more that we want to show everybody at home, because these are just incredible.
Yeah.
We've got the Star Wars. Star Wars is a big one. For a lot of young people love Star Wars separate to Lego, and then when you put the two together, people are too excited about it. What's this piece? Tell me a little bit about it.
So this is a Star Wars Imperial battle where you've got stormtroopers and they're making their way through a forest to probably do some not nice things to a rebel detachment. And again, who built the Lego Star Wars, Euan?
Me and Kira.
And how long did that take?
A long time.
A long
time as well. Are any of them fast, or do they all take a long time?
A long time.
A long time. That's because you put so much into them. So we have one of the GPO as well. Did you help with this?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you?
So the GPO was built sort of by myself in the middle, and then the boys expanded it. And I'm not allowed to say Sackville Street on air, so I won't. So,
Too late.
O'Connell Street as it is now.
O'Connell
just
Street.
build and build and build.
And you're big into your history anyway, so you must have really enjoyed something like that.
I have 3 daughters, Asha, Elise, and Louisa, and they torture me on history. Dad, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And
how often do you think about the Roman Empire, Paul?
Oh yeah.
And have you been asked that with the trend that's going on in TikTok?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
you don't need to answer that.
No, and it's all educational stuff in it.
Yes.
And it's great. And Ash is going into her leaving cert the year after next, so she is absolutely into her history.
Everything.
And she wants to know everything. And I'm not allowed to tell you that she builds Lego models for her leaving cert because it would embarrass her. So we're not going to do that.
And we're not going to do that. But even the boys, when they're, immersing themselves in ancient Egypt or the GPO, are they learning about the history as they go as well?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's, I mean, if you look at this, like the common misconception is that the pyramids were built by slaves.
Yes.
Which is not true. They were built by highly skilled craftspersons.
Okay.
And if you think that the blocks that were built in the pyramids they were laying one of these blocks every minute for 25 years to build a pyramid.
For 25 years.
For 25 years. They had no machinery. anything like that. And the guys and girls that built these pyramids were dragging this up using no
It's
technology at all. And it's just, if you just think about that for a minute and then get your children thinking about that,
Yes.
it gets them thinking about...
Well, Euan would definitely think that's a long time, Paul.
Absolutely.
25 years is a long time, that's for sure. Guys, thank you so much for coming in, Euan. Thank you so much, Paul, for coming in and sharing all your beautiful pieces. They're so good, aren't they?
This.
Did you love Lego when you were younger?
Do you know what? We had about 40 pieces of Lego, and that was it. And we had to make everything out of the same 40 pieces.
Stop.
So we made nothing at all. Only walls. That's all we had, walls and the foundation of a house, and that was it.
You
That's all
gave
we had.
him
No.
40
Did you have to share the
pieces
Lego?
and he
No, if you
worked-
came to our house now, the place is full of Lego.
Oh, good man.
Loads of Harry Potters in there, loads of Star Wars in there,
Yeah.
and you know what? It's fantastic.
A house full of fun.
It's a house full of fun.
You've
certainly.
got to love
And
the Lego.
patience.
I'll get that.
Patience.
A patience.
There you go, my love. Guys, thank you so much. It's incredible work. I think we all were just blown away by it, in fairness. Thank you so much again for coming into us. And Dublin Brick Con is in the National Basketball Arena in Tala, Dublin this weekend. And Paul and Euan have very kindly given us 5 sets of tickets to give away, so you can check out our social pages for more on that.
I hope I'm not throwing basketballs around the place. People
I
get very
really
nervous.
Yeah, please don't. If you come, leave your basketballs at home.
After all that work, can you imagine?